this is Reverend Don Lewis, and welcome to part 2 of Magick TV's special coverage of the 4th annual WitchsFest USA from New York City. Once again, I want to thank the good people of Wiccan Family Temple for allowing me to appear at their event once again this year, and I want to thank Corellian High Priestess Alyssa Maxon Kemp for serving as our special reporter. And Alyssa did some wonderful interviews, and here are some more of them.
Hi, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Goddess Rhonda.
And can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. I am a native New Yorker, and right now I'm living in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I am a full-time psychic metaphysician, counselor, healer, trainer, and chief bottle washer, cook, and maid.
Wonderful. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you do?
Absolutely. Me and Goddess Star, who's right next door, we host the Priestess View, which is every Monday night, and we talk about things pertaining to pagans and witches in general, also current issues that are going on within the world. We also host the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects, which is a Facebook page and a YouTube live show where every Saturday, except for today of course, we do live ceremonies online to combat different issues. So we've already taken on human trafficking, we're taking on right now domestic violence, and we've also taken on terrorism, and we set up our 7-day candles in our own traditions, in our own way, and we burn them to put a stop or a halt to things and bring people's awareness to it. And we ask everyone, please just light your candles so we can combat those issues. I'm also a metaphysical trainer, so I teach people how to get in touch with their magical side, as it were, to understand energy. And I mainly specialize in training empaths to be healthy empaths, because we give so much of ourselves away and we're always walking around exhausted, but we're trying to help other people fly and we have broken wings, so that's not going over very well. And so I train them that, it's very important that we have to, it is our duty to put ourselves first, because how are we going to do our missions if we're all tired and broken down? We have to keep ourselves up, and there's certain energetic protocols that we need to follow in order to keep our energy up. So that's my main specialty, but I also do psychic readings and counseling as well, and help people to manifest what they want.
That's wonderful. So if somebody wanted to come to you for a reading or for training, how would they get in contact with you?
They can go to my website. It is www.healinghennagoddess.com, and you can just look me up, or you can just Google Goddess Rhonda and I'll pop up, and you'll see all the various ways you can contact me. I also have a YouTube channel. If you put my whole name, if you just put Rhonda Harris, Harris, or Goddess Rhonda, my YouTube channel will come up, and I have over 100 tutorial videos on there with various ways of doing magic, increasing your energy, and so forth.
Oh, that's great. So now if someone wanted to listen to your show with Star, where would they go for that?
Okay, so what they could do is go to Facebook and the Priestess View. If you put in the Priestess View, our page will come up and it announces our shows and what we're going to be talking about that night. And also, if you put in the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects, and that's for our missions to help the world, our page will come up and we'll talk about what it is that we're doing. We also have the Priestess View show group, where you're able to get the spells that we do on our various shows. We type them out, how to do the candles, everything. So all of our stuff for both the Priestess View show and the Universal 7-Day Candle Projects, you can go to the Priestess View show group on Facebook and get all of our spells, how to do the candles, everything.
Oh, that's great. That's such wonderful work. It's so needed in the universe.
Thank you so much. I'm just glad to be a part of contributing to society.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Goddess.
Hi, can you please introduce yourself? Tell me a little bit about you.
I'm Stephanie. This is Lethalware. Me and my husband, we all custom make all this at home. We're from the Bronx.
Can you tell me a little bit about the things that you make?
We make a whole bunch of things, cat ears, bras, cinchers, corsets, and such.
Great. So if somebody wanted to buy your wares, where would they go to do that?
You can find us on Etsy.
Etsy?
Yeah, and follow our Facebook page. Our Etsy is listed on there, like lethalware.com.
Wonderful. And are you having fun here today at WitchFest?
Yeah.
Great. Is this your first time at the festival?
First time here.
What do you think?
It's pretty cool. First time, so it's nice. Outdoor festival, so.
Great. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi there. Can you please introduce yourself?
My name's Nightfall.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about what you do?
I am a second-degree priest of the Braided Wheel tradition and an organizer of the Braided Wheel Coven, or Braided Ring Coven, and the Brooklyn Queens Ecumenical Pagan Fellowship. It is an ecumenical group, an outreach and a service project of our tradition. And our purpose is to be a resource for people who are exploring their spirituality in a pagan paradigm, but have no place to go and have no community. So we, open our doors and welcome people who are exploring and still answering questions for themselves. While we are a Wiccan tradition, the fellowship does not exclusively engage in the Wiccan paradigm. We are Norse Reconstructionists. Some of us are practitioners of Religio Romana. Some of us are santeros. And really, it's a place where anyone can feel welcome and participate and enjoy the spirit of family that is exemplar of my tradition.
Oh, that sounds great. Where do you meet?
We meet wherever is convenient for the fellowship. We meet in Astoria Park, Central Park, Prospect Park. During the cold months, we have indoor spaces that are available. Everything that we do, from spaces to equipment to refreshments, food, is contributed by those who come. A burden shared is twice as easy to bear. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about your tradition?
It is an American eclectic Wiccan tradition, very much like most American Wiccan traditions. We're an offshoot of the Blue Star tradition, so we are natives of New York State, though we have members all over the place. Our tradition does not ascribe any orthodox theology, so no two members believe exactly the same thing. We don't all have the same exact relationship with the divine, but we share fellowship in our traditions. We can all practice the same and feel like we all know we're doing the same things, and we encourage each other to grow. Braided Wheel tradition is a scholarly tradition, so study is very important. Comparative mythology, history of the neo-pagan movement, different philosophical traditions. You won't learn to make incenses and oils from me, but you will be expected to know a bit about determinism, the differences between Platonic, universal, and realism. We want people to make informed decisions about what they believe, and hopefully that will extend into their life at large. We encourage mindfulness and presence.
Wonderful. That sounds great.
Thank you.
So if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, get in touch with your tradition or your other group, how would they do that?
It's all right there in that pamphlet. We have a meetup group. We have a Facebook group. We have an email list that you can sign up, and you'll get blast emails for the fellowship. You do not have to join our tradition or our coven to participate in the fellowship. You don't have to be Wiccan to participate in our fellowship, so everyone is welcome.
Wonderful.
Facebook page?
The Brooklyn Queens Ecumenical Pagan Fellowship, BQE.
Perfect.
The BQE page.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Blessed be.
Blessed be. Hello there. Can you please introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about you?
Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Penczak, and I'm one of the co-founders of the Temple of Witchcraft and an author and teacher in the pagan community.
Okay. What is important to you right now?
What is important to me right now? I would say developing pagan culture at the moment is one of my focuses. So a big part of my work has been establishing the Temple of Witchcraft and talking about how we can deepen our magical practices and our spiritual practices beyond a lot of the one-on-one stuff that a lot of us grew up on. So I'd like to provide the legacy of deeper practices and deeper theology and deeper rituals.
That's wonderful. So you taught a class here today at the festival. What was that about?
I did. I actually taught on one of my most recent books called The Mighty Dead, and it was a workshop called The Mighty Dead, and it talked about how different traditions have different enlightened ancestors or sanctified ancestors. In the Catholic traditions, they call them the saints. In the Buddhist traditions, they call them the bodhisattvas. What do we call them in the witchcraft traditions? And going back to the writings of Gerald Gardner, he referenced them as the Mighty Dead. Some of the traditional craft groups that are non-Wiccan or non-Gardnerian refer to them as the Hidden Company, and all of that is kind of filtered into how I understand things. So I've really tried to incorporate this idea of the enlightened or sanctified ancestors. I came to them through the New Age traditions and the Ascended Masters and a lot of healing traditions. So I'm really trying to find the bridge that connects the witchcraft worlds and the occult worlds with our more kind of modern metaphysics, and see how the two are similar and how the two are different.
Oh, that sounds great. I love that.
Thank you. We had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, that sounds fun. So, talking to the general pagan out there, what do you think they need to be doing right now in the world?
I think the best thing, I traditionally come from a view that it's very difficult in a dangerous situation where people tell you what they think you should do. So I tend to shy away from that, other than to say keep it practice, because I think the practice informs you of what your soul is calling you to do. So I call a lot of witches and pagans and shamans and magicians, whatever word you want to use, is to keep a regular, and if not daily practice, a regular practice of introspection, journaling, meditation, ceremony, where they both speak to the universe and also listen to messages from the universe and use that as a process to divine what is their soul calling them to do, what is their true will, and to enact that true will with love and with wisdom.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. So this is your first time here at the WitchFest Festival?
This is my first WitchFest USA, but I've been to WitchFest UK.
Okay, first WitchFest USA. It's been running for 4 years now. I think this is the 4th year. What did you think?
It was a lot of fun. It's kind of surreal to see like a witchcraft festival in the heart of New York. But it was really cool. It was really a lot of fun, and it was both interesting to see so many people who of all different walks of life come up through it that were not necessarily witches. Like I say, the first half of the day were mostly people who, at least to my booth, did not identify as pagan or witchcraft or anything. They were just curious, and then see all the witches kind of come out for it, and to kind of be amidst the hustle and bustle of the city was interesting. It was fun. I had a good time.
Nice. So if somebody wanted to learn more about you, learn about your tradition, where would they go?
Templeofwitchcraft.org is about the community and the tradition, and my personal writings and personal classes, ChristopherPenczak.com.
Wonderful.
And
Thank
I've
you.
got Facebook and Twitter and all that, so come find me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Blessed be.
Blessed be.
I hope that you've enjoyed Magick TV's special coverage of the 4th Annual WitchsFest USA. As I said at the beginning, this event gets better every year, and I enjoy it every time. So I strongly encourage you, if you're in New York or the area, consider coming out for it next year. You can learn more at WitchsFestUSA.org. And until next time, may you blessed be.